I came home from work. I pinned her to the bed in a frenzy of passionate kisses. She struggled to push me away, but couldn't utter a word. Kissing and kissing, I finally noticed her face flushed red. We're already married, why is her face still red? She wiped her flushed face and I hurriedly sat up. My face full of embarrassment, I said, "Brother-in-law, I'm sorry. Your sister just stepped out. You two look too much alike. I'll take my leave now." She panicked, slipped on her shoes and left. If I had known this misunderstanding would make her fall for me, even if you beat me to death, I wouldn't have done it. My girlfriend has a twin sister. The two look almost identical. Height, weight, appearance feel the same. Even their voices are alike. My girlfriend said. They were born just a minute apart. The only difference is their personalities. My girlfriend is a bit more introverted and calm. Her sister is a bit more extroverted and bold. Today my girlfriend didn't tell me her sister was coming over. I mistook her right away and ended up in this lustful, awkward mess. I was so frustrated I kept scratching my head. 10 minutes later, my girlfriend came back, carrying a bunch of vegetables. Where's my sister? She left already. Why would she leave? I was momentarily speechless, not knowing how to explain. I mumbled something about her suddenly having urgent business. How could that be? My girlfriend's serenity stared at me. I called her sister. My heart nearly leapt out of my throat. If her sister told the truth, or if her sister's awkwardness made Serenity suspect something, I wouldn't be able to wash myself clean even if I jumped into the Yellow River. Watching my girlfriend pull out her phone, enter her sister's name, and press call, each step jabbed at my nerves. My heart nearly burst from my chest. Her phone was off and my girlfriend called again. Still off. The stone in my heart finally dropped. From now on, before doing anything intimate, I'd make sure to confirm who's who first. Maybe she really did have something urgent, she said. She stared into my eyes. You're not okay. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? You're stuttering when you lie. Don't you know? I am not stuttering. Then why's your face red? Isn't it just hot? Hot enough to make you sweat buckets. I hurriedly changed the subject. Let me help you put the vegetables in the fridge. Your sister's gone, we definitely won't finish all this. Did you just sneakily do something bad? I sorted the vegetables, replying, not daring to meet her eyes. How could we? What could we even do? What's going on in that head of yours? Next time I see her, I'll ask her clearly. Ask away, ask away. I responded guiltily. That night I couldn't sleep. My mind was filled with images of her sister pinned beneath me, struggling, my lips sealing hers. She couldn't explain, only let out muffled sounds. I flipped over, cursing myself as a scoundrel. Even now, thinking about that, I should be thinking about how to avoid awkwardness next time. This absolutely cannot reach my girlfriend. She loves her sister the most. If she knew I kissed her sister, mistake or not, breaking up would be inevitable. These past few days her sister hasn't shown up. From my girlfriend's expression, the sisters haven't had any deep exchanges either. As long as no one brings it up, it'll probably just pass. The stone in my heart finally settled. I ran into her sister a few times in between. She talked to me completely normally, as if that incident never happened. That's for the best. It was just a misunderstanding, and the fault was mine. Her forgiving me is already a stroke of luck. Today my girlfriend got off work early. As soon as I opened the door, I smelled the strong scent of alcohol. Where'd you go? Drinking so much. Company party. Annoying as hell, she muttered. She collapsed onto me, drunk and dazed. I carried her to the bedroom, went to the kitchen to make her some honey water. She took the glass, gulped it down, then suddenly wrapped her arms around my neck. The honey water in her mouth passed to me. Don't mess around. I just thought she was drunk. Let her rest properly. But she wouldn't let go. Today at the company, everyone at dinner was paired up. During dinner, groping everywhere, only I was alone. Where'd you eat that people were groping like that? She kept talking, but her hands didn't stop, slipping from my waist to my back. Her hands were hot, like a flame moving across my body. My girlfriend was truly drunk. Her whole body limp, no strength, half of her hanging onto me. The smell of alcohol mixed with her perfume, utterly intoxicating. Seeing her flushed cheeks and her hands teasingly stroking, I didn't plan to hold back my desires anymore. I kissed her fiercely. After a long, strenuous time, sweat covered my body. I went to the bathroom to shower. Back in the room, seeing my girlfriend's alluring back, a thought struck me like a cold gust, rushing from my solace to the top of my head. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. The one I was just entangled with, was it really my girlfriend? Hey, are you Serenity or Heart? A resounding slap. Vincent, what the hell are you thinking? Not Serenity. Listen to me explain. You're disgusting. But I was sitting there, thinking about my sister. Are you even human? No, listen to me explain. My mouth said explain, but I couldn't think of how to explain. Could I tell her I mistook Heart for Serenity last time and pinned her to the bed, kissing her fiercely? Wouldn't that make me die faster? But if I don't mention that, how could she know why I'm worried? You two look too much alike, and just afraid of mixing you up. What are you thinking? Could my sister ever do something like this with you? You're filthy. Serenity, I was wrong. You've really misunderstood. Did something happen between you two? She stared into my eyes. Nothing. Really nothing. I don't believe you. You two look too much alike. I just wanted to be sure. If nothing happened, why would I worry like this? She slapped me hard again. I watched her cry her eyes out. She got dressed, slammed the door, and left. No way around it. The more I explain, the worse it gets. I can only wait for her to cool down and apologize properly. I sat back on the bed. The sheets still held her warm. The bed bore traces of our intimacy. Clearly something so beautiful, so intimate. How did I mess it up like this? I tugged at my hair in regret. No mood to clean the house. Opened a bottle of liquor and chugged. If we break up over this, it's too unfair. Serenity and I have been together for half a year. We fell in love at first sight. She's as calm as her name. Beautiful, gentle, understanding. Her sister is her Achilles heel. No one can let her sister be wronged, including me. I don't know how long I drank. My whole body was dizzy. The bedroom door opened. Serenity came back, her face full of exhaustion. I rushed to grab her hand and apologize. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. She looked at me coldly. Are you sick? Don't be mad anymore, okay? I was really wrong. Aren't you the one who got drunk alone? I just got off work exhausted. Don't bother me. At that moment, the alcohol turned to sweat, pouring from every pore. My clothes were soaked in a second. Just now, that wasn't you. What do you mean, not me? Are you so drunk you're delirious? She gently pushed my head. That push snapped me awake, but plunged me into deeper chaos. My mind jammed, unable to move. I'm done talking to you. I'm going to lie down for a bit. Before I could stop her, she saw the messy sheets and the condom by the bedside. I knew I couldn't hide it anymore. I could only tell her the truth. From the initial misunderstanding, mistaking Heart for Serenity, kissing her fiercely, to today Heart getting drunk, and me mistaking her for Serenity doing that. I didn't hide a single detail. Serenity's eyes reddened as she listened. Big tears fell in drops. It's not entirely your fault. Heart was the one who initiated. You didn't expect her to take the lead. I got another slap. And after it was done, she pretended to be me, just to get away. Isn't it obvious she set this up? Afraid of another slap. I couldn't keep track how many slaps I'd taken today. These slaps completely broke me. Damn it, are you sisters in cahoots? Both love slapping her. I said she seduced me. She pretended to be you. That's why I slept with her. Not because I wanted to from the start. Tell me, where the hell did I go wrong? Serenity didn't speak. Silently packed her things. Yes, I should realize sooner. When Serenity's angry, she's calm. She doesn't yell or make a scene. Not at all like how Heart pretended. Plus, Serenity rarely initiates that with me. Either way, I'm responsible. I hugged her from behind. Listen to me. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Let go. Serenity stopped packing. Didn't turn to look at me. Her voice cold as frozen pork. Lifeless. If I didn't let go, she wouldn't resist. I could hold her like this forever. But I knew. The longer I held her, the deader her heart became. I couldn't hold her forever. By then there'd be no chance to fix this. I watched her pack and leave, like Heart's routine. Replayed again. Why? Why did Heart seduce me? Why did she set me up? Even sacrificing her own innocence, just to steal me from her sister. I dialed Heart's number. Still off. She doesn't seem to like keeping her phone on. Now that I think about it, Heart's a strange woman. Comes and goes as she pleases. Acts on whim. No pattern at all. Could she really have fallen for me? No way! We've only met a few times. The most intimate moment was that mistaken kiss. Could she have a masochistic streak? Falling for me after being forced. As I racked my brain, I got a WeChat message. From Heart, how was it, brother-in-law? Exciting to steal a moment. Are you crazy? You hurt your sister and now me. Isn't that what you men dream of? Go explain this to your sister clearly. Find tomorrow at 8 a.m. Meet at People's Park to talk. The next day, Heart wore a crop top, her big eyes sparkling, sitting on a park bench drinking soy milk. It's not cold, she handed me her half-drunk soy milk. I brushed her hand away. Stop playing games. If you don't drink, I'm leaving. I'll tell your sister you forced me. She stood to leave. I grabbed her fine ill drink. I was so angry my teeth itched. The soy milk straw had her lipstick and a faint girlish scent. I frowned, turned the straw and drank. Speak, why did you do this? What else could it be? Because I like you. You're talking nonsense, we've only met a few times. You and my sister met a few times and fell in love. Willpower versus lust. Liking someone doesn't depend on how many times you meet. I'm your brother-in-law. You're not married yet. I'm still dating your sister. She stood puffing at her chest. Since we were kids, my sister and I look identical. Face, figure, everything. Am I worse than her? I stood too, looking into her eyes. I admit you're both beautiful. I love that. But I'm not with her just because she's beautiful. She smirked, pouted, and whispered in my ear. I'm better than her at living well. You know that. That line made me a grown man blush. You're damn crazy. I tossed the soy milk and prepared to leave. Give it up. Even if I break up with your sister, I won't be with you. Leave and I'll tell mom you slept with her. And me too, you'll never marry my sister. Go ahead, I'm done. Break up, fine. Then I'll report you to the police for rape. I stopped. Speak, Heart, what do you want? Take responsibility for me. But I slept with your sister too. Who do I take responsibility for? Both the three of us can live together. Stop joking, your sister will kill me. She thought then just be my boyfriend. No way! Then pretend to be my boyfriend. I sighed, big sister. There are plenty of good men out there. Why cling to me? She suddenly went quiet. Lowered her head, tears like pearls, good men. Why haven't I met one? You will. Heart grabbed my hand, brother-in-law. Be my boyfriend. Just 7 days. After that, I'll explain to my sister myself. I swear I'll make sure you to reconcile. My sister loves me most. You have to trust me. If I can't do it in 7 days, I'll get hit by a car. I covered her mouth enough. No need to swear. I agree. She smiled so much she licked my palm. I quickly pulled my hand back to let her help me fix things with serenity. I'd agreed to almost anything, except that aspect she suggested twice. I firmly refused. That's my line. The rest didn't matter. Just eating, drinking, dancing at clubs. Serenity liked quiet bars. I rarely went to discos. Now it's almost every day. My head hurts from the noise. Beauty, dance a bit. A stranger's hand wrapped around Heart's waist. Heart didn't respond or refuse. Twisting wildly on the dance floor. The guy got bolder, his hands sliding lower. Heart is still Serenity's sister. I pushed his hand away. Buddy, keep your hands clean. Who the hell are you? I'm her brother. Heart countered. He's my boyfriend. You've got a boyfriend and you're still out here showing off. The guy angrily waved and left. What the hell did you say? Say it again. Heart stepped in front of me. See, I told you I can't meet good men. What good men are you meeting here? Then where should I go? I thought go to an amusement park. The next day I took her to one. She rode the carousel, the roller coaster, screaming like a kid. I realized she's so changeable. Seductive like a vixen at the club. innocent like a child at the park. I took the ice cream from her hand. First time here. So fun. I lit the cone, it's a bit cold. I took your sister here once. She didn't dare ride anything. Wouldn't let me eat ice cream. Said it'd upset my stomach. She waved my sister's so boring. Don't mind her, bring me next time. I smiled, it's the 4th day already. 3 more to go. Why do you have to ruin the mood? Where to tomorrow? I want to visit your company. What for? I was surprised you're managing me now. I couldn't argue with her. Took her to my workplace. Some colleagues had met Serenity, thought it was her visiting, smiled and greeted her. Heart didn't clarify. Warmly responded to everyone. Colleagues said my girlfriend was in a great mood today. So chatty and sweet. I was busy with work. Told her to sit still and not cause trouble. Less than an hour later, she slapped a woman hard. That woman was my direct boss. What are you doing? I rushed over, blocked Heart's hand from another slap. She pouted, scolding this woman like she was the one wronged. Who the hell scolded you? My boss calmed down, then lunged like a mad woman, pulling Heart's hair. Heart dodged and slapped her again. I gave you face and you don't know shame. I didn't want to slap you at first. You came asking for it. The boss frowned and came over. What's going on? Vincent's girlfriend. She hit me, my boss snitched. Then tell me, why did I hit you? The boss fell silent. You said it's strange how Vincent's efficiency dropped lately. Must be bewitched by a vixen. You said that while working he brought her along, right? Thought your voice was low and I wouldn't hear. Don't make a scene at the company, Vincent. Deal with your girlfriend. I nodded quickly. Some broke boss acting like a big shot. Heart didn't give the boss any face. Openly criticizing. The boss didn't argue with Heart. Stared at me. The meaning clear, fix this. Heart stood in front of me, blocking the boss gaze. I said, what kind of boss are you? You don't manage employees being forced at the bottom. The boss froze. That cheap woman, my boss, who got slapped. Past midnight still assigning tasks to Vincent. Can't it wait till morning? And it's not even Vincent's job. Completely her own work dumped on him. You keep trash like this. How do you know? Though I've been with Heart these days. I didn't expect her to be so observant. You thought I didn't see you working late at the bar. I went silent. These things Serenity would never notice. And you've already found a new job, right? Since you're quitting, why put up with this shitty job? You want to fire her, it'll help you. How do you know everything? My face was full of question marks. You want to quit? The boss asked me. Your stupid company, stupid boss, stupid supervisor. What's there to miss? Heart cut and go to HR now, let's go. Outside it was drizzling. I held my office supplies in both hands. Heart held an umbrella for me. You came to the company today just for this. Why else would I come? To play, I nodded. My heart was full of, how do you know everything? I'm not blind. These days you haven't eaten well, haven't had fun. All because of this nonsense, right? Seen you found a new suitable job. You finally smiled a bit. She boasted to me. Talking nonstop, let's go, it's time to leave. Doesn't it feel good to let it out? Plus this way you leave faster. Saves a month of notice to the company. I wanted to reach out and scratch her nose, but didn't hold the stuff steady. Papers fell all over the ground. Don't move, one move and more will fall. She bent down, picked up my papers one by one. Seeing her long hair wet from the rain, my heart didn't know what to feel. She's more thoughtful than Serenity, more passionate than Serenity, cares for me more than Serenity. Being her boyfriend wouldn't be bad. I quickly shook my head, chasing away this unrealistic thought. 3 days later, another rainy day. This time I held the umbrella for her. Our agreed-upon day arrived. I played her boyfriend for 7 days, honorably retired. She smiled, don't worry. I won't go back on my word. I'll explain clearly to my sister. I nodded. She hugged my waist tightly, rubbed her head hard against my chest, like she wanted to memorize my scent. This time I didn't push her away, gently patted her back. Heart didn't let me see her off. She took a taxi and left. The next month, neither sister contacted me. Just when I was ready to forget them and move on with my life, I got a WeChat from Serenity, I'm pregnant. In that moment, I didn't know how to face this. Before bed, Heart sent me for words exactly the same. When I calmed down, I replied to Heart first, no way. That time we used protection. You don't want to take responsibility, do you? Big sister, I used a condom. How could I be pregnant? Condoms are foolproof, no leaks. Believe it or not, you're the only one I've been with. Damn, I smashed my phone against the wall. God, do you hate me to death? How do I explain to both of them? How do I explain to their parents? The next day I bought a new phone, logged into WeChat, instantly 99 messages. Serenity sent only one, ignoring me. Didn't expect you to be this kind of person. I'll raise the baby. It has nothing to do with you. I wanted to reply, but Shed blocked me. The rest were mostly from Heart. From initial doubts to cursing, to crying to final heartbreak and despair. Those days I lived in a haze. The bar corner gained another drunk. I hadn't eaten in days. 3 for days. Drinking till I vomited crazily each day. Then crawling up to drink more. Until I started vomiting blood. In my blurry vision, someone pulled me up, slung my arm over their shoulder, left the bar. Who's Serenity or Heart? In the taxi, all the gods and Buddhas chanted in my ears. No way to have it all. Don't betray the Buddha, don't betray her. Taking responsibility for both at once is impossible. If I'm still a man, I have to take responsibility for one. But who? Serenity and I are the real couple. I should take responsibility for her. But now she hates me to the bone. But Heart, in a way, is a victim. If I hadn't kissed her forcefully that day, none of this would have happened. But this isn't fair to Serenity. I turned my head, looked at that all too familiar face, her worried expression and slightly hateful eyes. I smiled. Then whoever pulled me out of the bar tonight, I'll take responsibility for her. At least she cares about me. That night, I don't know who I tangled with. I only remember she cried first. I held her, kissed her in my memory. We ended up in bed. That night, she seemed to pour out all her grievances, or use this to claim ownership, to show I was hers. I let myself go too, wanting to confirm one person to care for forever. The funny thing is, I had no idea. The one who moved me, who spent that night with me, was it Serenity or Heart? I was woken by thirst, gulped down a big glass of water. I stared at the glass. Last night after we finished, I fell asleep. This glass was placed by her at the bedside, so considerate. It's probably Heart. I slipped into the blankets, held her waist from behind. She murmured happily, still asleep. I fell back into a deep sleep. When the sun's rays pierced my eyes, she was still turned away, her bare back curled in the sunlight. Heart, I tried calling. She turned smiling. You finally got it right. Heart, marry me. Let's raise the kid together. We both tacitly avoided mentioning Serenity at Heart's house. I was nervous all over, waiting anxiously. Luckily, Serenity wasn't home. Otherwise, my old face would have been thrown to the ground and stomped. I was the one who picked a time when my sister wasn't home to bring you back. Uncle, aunt. Good, sit down. Heart's parents weren't overly warm or cold. I looked around. The house felt oddly strange. Couldn't pinpoint why. She's gone. I asked Heart. She nodded. Her parents' expressions grew stranger, like embarrassment mixed with confusion, and a bit of anger gone. Could it be they knew about the mess between me and the sisters? I quickly changed the subject, started complimenting and on looking young. Heart's parents kept me for dinner. After eating, I hurriedly took my leave, left the room still uneasy, afraid Serenity would come back and we'd meet. What are you scared of? Meeting her would be bad. Sooner or later you'll have to face her, right? We're getting married, want my sister come. I sighed. What about the baby in Serenity's belly? She insists on keeping it. But if she does, how will she manage? And all the gossip she'll face. Ask her to abort. But what right do I have to demand that? After settling things with Heart, I didn't see Serenity again. She kept avoiding me. Seeing the red exclamation marks on WeChat, my heart was a mess of emotions. This month I focused on work, trying to quickly forget this unhappy memory, until I saw Heart at the club. A man with his arm around her waist, kissing her neck. She was enjoying it, eyes narrowed, forgetting herself, twisting her body, completely ignoring the baby in her belly. What are you doing? I'm your boyfriend. If I don't care, who will? She smirked viciously. Right. You're my boyfriend, so let's break up now. You have no right to control me anymore. I froze on the spot. Then a nameless fire exploded in my chest. I pulled her arm, dragged her out of the club. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. I just wanted to steal you from my sister. That's all, she said lightly. Why would you do this? A furious roar startled passers-by. Don't think I don't know. You've always liked my sister. Always have. You and I were just physical. I admit at first I did like your sister. But after spending so much time with you, when I looked up, she was already far away, not listening to me at all. I went back to my usual bar. As I sat down, in the corner a girl was drunk out of her mind. I walked over Serenity. She smiled, waved me to sit. Drinking this much isn't good for the baby. Who are you? Why should you care? She waved her hand in front of me. You okay? That was the second time I heard that today. I was annoyed. Why are you here? You can be here getting wasted. Why can't I? You're drinking because wait. How did you know I was here getting wasted? Serenity never drank before. I never told her. I always drank at this bar. How did she know? A bolt of lightning flashed in my mind. My eyes darkened, nearly fainting. That day it was you, wasn't it? When I drank till I vomited blood. You took me home, right? You took me home and left. Afraid something would happen to me. You called Heart, right? I shook her shoulders frantically. Her eyes red, tears streaming. Does it matter? Do those things still matter now? Why didn't you tell me? I broke down too, pulling my hair in pain. The one who cared for me, looked after me, was always Serenity. The one who took me home was Serenity. The one who left water by the bedside was Serenity. Only that day in bed with me was Heart. And Heart just wanted to steal me from her sister, then discard me. I took Serenity home first and asked why she drank like that. I didn't answer, just took care of her. Scoured the clubs for Heart's shadow. Searched all night, found nothing. The next morning, Heart came to my place, her face full of marks and provocation. I don't like you at all. Those actions were all fake. I've hated my sister since we were kids. She has everything. I have nothing. So I take everything she has. Take it and throw it away. I don't want to keep it. I just want to see her lose it. You're the same. I just wanted to hurt her. I wanted her to suffer. I hate her. She owes me. Heart grew more agitated as she spoke, calming down after a while. But you didn't lose out. Slept with her than me. The kind of thrill men dream of, right? She patted my head, like patting a dog. What happened between you two? You seemed so close. Why do you hate her so much? Want to know? She lifted my chin with her finger. A move both ambiguous and seductive. Next life. Heart didn't say. I went to ask Serenity at her house. Only her parents were home. And where's Serenity? She froze. Serenity went out this morning. Heart's been dead for a long time. Dead. Then who have I been dealing with? Who did I sleep with? A cold gust blew from Heart's bedroom. Chilling, making me shiver. Vincent, you okay? No, infine. I trembled, pulling out my phone and look. This is Heart's WeChat. Look, I have her number. I'll call her. Listen. No one answered and looked at me incredulous, doubting my sanity. And her moments. Look, this is Heart's moments. Isn't this her bedroom? I rushed in, not even taking off my shoes, comparing the photo on my phone to the items in her bedroom. And look, this photo was taken right here, wasn't it? This exact angle. I'm not lying. I crouched in the corner muttering, how could this be? How could this be? She's dead. How could it not be? Kid, don't scare me. And helped me up. Took my phone, frowned as she looked. It's our house. What's going on? I felt like I'd fallen into hell. My feet stuck in mud. No matter how I struggled, I couldn't escape. Cold gusts swept through the room. Cold sweat poured from my forehead. Serenity, yes. Serenity must know. Find her and it'll all be clear. I snatched the phone from Aunt, rushed out the door. Kid, wait, the car's coming, and called after me. I didn't say a word the whole way. Listened silently. Found Serenity by the river, wearing a windbreaker, watching the shimmering water. Serenity, she has a tattoo. She turned, saw me, and coldly turned away. You're with heart, why come to me? Serenity, there's no heart. Heart's dead, impossible. My sister's not dead. She's perfectly fine. You're the liar. I grabbed her shoulders, forced her to look in my eyes. There's no heart, she's dead. Then tell me, when was the last time you saw your sister? She froze like she was recalling. It's been a while. I've never seen you two together. Your house has no photos of you both. Have you ever wondered why? Call her right now. Call every day, no one will answer. She stared blankly at me. Why? Because you are Heart. Your sister is your imagination. Heart's been dead since you were 6. She nearly collapsed. I caught her in the hospital bed. Serenity was still unconscious. Aunt and uncle were on their way. I was still recalling what Aunt told me. Serenity was indeed a twin. She did have a sister named Heart. At 6, the sisters were in a serious car accident. Worse, both had a rare blood type. The hospital lacked plasma. Could only save one first. The other had to wait for a transfer from another hospital. The doctor urged the parents to decide. Otherwise, both were at risk. In agonizing hesitation, they chose to save the more injured sister first. By the time plasma arrived, the younger was gone. The parents were heartbroken, but they had one child left to raise. They could only grit their teeth and move on. Serenity grew up a bit introverted. No obvious psychological issues. Until I appeared, the parents sensed something was off. In the car, I called a doctor friend. After hearing my description, he said it's likely dissociative identity disorder. Serenity, out of guilt for her sister, created a secondary personality, her sister Heart. The primary personality always saw the secondary as her sister. Her subconscious kept telling her her sister wasn't dead. The secondary personality, as the sister, was influenced by the primary's guilt, believing the sister owed her, that she was wronged. So she took everything from the sister, including me. The secondary saw the primary as stealing her life. This also explained why both were pregnant, why both suddenly left and returned. They needed to switch personalities. My friend told me to get Serenity to a psychiatrist. With medication, she'd recover faster. Knowing this, I cried loudly. All the suppressed emotions finally released. The pressure nearly drove me mad. Thank God, thank God. They're one person. There's only one child, mine. The one I slept with was always one person. In my heart, no more moral judgment or ethical torment. My girlfriend called again. Still off. I looked at the sunflowers on the windowsill. She shook her head, like no matter what happened, she'd smile at the morning sun. Mr. Vincent. The psychiatrist brought Serenity out of the therapy room. Today's session is over. Miss Serenity's condition is much better. Soon her secondary personality will completely disappear. Thank you so much, doctor. I bowed to the doctor. What were you looking at just now? Serenity linked arms with me. Those flowers. What's so special about sunflowers? You've been staring at them for a month. She tilted her head cutely. Like you. This month I was happy. One reason, the doctor said. Serenity's dissociative identity disorder was fully cured. No more therapy needed. The other Serenity and I were getting married, busy preparing for the wedding. Mr. Vincent, are you willing to take this bride as your wife? In poverty or wealth, in health or sickness, will you love and protect her? I do. My voice was loud. Seeing Serenity's smile, I smiled happily too. Miss Serenity, are you willing to marry this groom? In poverty or wealth, in health or sickness, will you love and care for him? I corrected. My name is Starry. The officiant was stunned, repeatedly checking the script. A cold chill shot to my forehead. I was frozen, my whole body trembling like chaff. I watched the woman's expression shift from happiness to viciousness, resentment but helpless. She leaned to my ear, whispered softly, pretending is exhausting. Thanks to you and the psychiatrist, my sister's finally dead for good. Thank you.